Today's lesson is called How Dua Lipa Made It Big. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
I am Roger. Today we're going to talk about pop music. Pop music or popular music is a good way to learn English. If you listen to those songs and study the lyrics and then you can sing along, hey, that can help you improve your English. But you got to listen to songs that sound good, that are kind of catchy, and you can learn them really fast. And, of course, you don't always want to listen to native speakers singing in English. Sometimes you want to listen to people from other countries, like this girl from Kosovo named Dua Lipa. So we're talking about her and how Dua Lipa made it big.
Yeah, I'm an old guy now, so I miss out on all the new trends for the most part. But you know what? Dua Lipa has not flown under my radar. She has caught my attention. She's got some very, very fun songs to listen to, and they're simple too. So I think everyone can enjoy Dua Lipa. It sounds like music, just the name itself. Anyways, I've talked for long enough. I say we take a short break. But when we come back, we'll start reading our article on Dua Lipa.
How Dua Lipa made it big. With hit after hit, Dua Lipa makes it look easy to reign supreme in the music charts. How did the 25-year-old singer's career get started? Let's take a look.
大家好，第一部分我们看到片语 reign supreme 表示独占鳌头，领先群雄。例如 McDonald's reigns supreme as the world's most popular fast food restaurant. 麦当劳以全球最受欢迎的素食餐厅之名占有绝对优势。
Okay, let's try to figure out exactly how her career got off to its start. Dua Lipa is the subject of today's lesson. Hey, when you make it big, you become really famous and lots of people want your autograph. So here in the first paragraph it says, with hit after hit, Dua Lipa makes it look easy to reign supreme in the music charts. So she's really popular and she has lots of popular songs. A popular song that is played on the radio a lot or one you can see on the internet a lot is a hit. It's a hit tune, a hit song. And here, with hit after hit, she makes it look easy to become a star. So yeah, she has one popular song after another, hit after hit after hit.
And she's more than just a star. Right now, she reigns supreme in the music charts. Yes, if you reign supreme, you are dominating a particular situation. Right now, Dua Lipa, if you look at the music charts, she is everywhere. She's near the top there, and many of her songs are on those charts, okay? That's what we mean here when she is reigning supreme on those music charts. She is overshadowing everyone on the charts there. She is in a dominant position. She is in control of the music world right now. Yes, she definitely reigns supreme. But here's the thing. She makes it look so easy. Yeah, hit after hit, they just come one after the other. She makes it look easy to be such a force in the music industry. So how did the 25-year-old singer's career get started? That's the question. And let's go ahead and take a look. And we'll start doing so right after a short break.
Dua Lipa was born in London, where her parents settled after emigrating from war-torn Kosovo. She grew up around music, listening to her father, the lead singer in a Kosovar rock band, play songs. At 11, Lipa and her family moved back to Kosovo, a place she adored. But her musical ambitions drew her back to London a few years later. I wanted to do music on a global scale, and I didn't feel like I could do that in Kosovo, she said. Alone in London at the age of 15, Lipa attended a performing arts school and worked part-time as a waitress, determined to get her music heard.
第二部分我们看到单字 emigrate 这个字是动词，指移居国外或外地移民。例如 My great-great-grandfather Lucas emigrated from Germany after World War I. 我的曾曾祖父 Lucas 在第一次世界大战后从德国移居海外。另外补充2个相关动词。第一 immigrate I-M-M-I-G-R-A-T-E immigrate 指从国外移居迁入作为移民定居，像是 Justine and her family immigrated to England when she was 7. Justine 在7岁时和家人移居到英国。第二 migrate M-I-G-R-A-T-E migrate 指动物迁徙，为找工作而迁至某地。举例来说 Every winter, the birds migrated to a warmer country. 每年冬季，鸟群迁徙至另一个更温暖的国度。或是 Michael migrated to America to work for a big company. Michael 为了替一家大公司工作而搬到美国。接下来我们看到形容词 war-torn 指受战火蹂躏的，饱受战乱的，像是 Many recent immigrants come from war-torn regions around the globe. 许多近代移民来自全球各地饱受战火摧残的地区。再来我们看到片语 on a global or international or world scale 表示以全球规模的。举例来说 After some early success with the product in domestic market, the company plans to roll out the product on a global scale. 那个商品在国内市场获得初步成功后，这间公司计划要以全球规模推出该商品。另外补充几个 scale 的相关片语。第一 scale up 表示扩大增大，像是 Doug got investors' money to help him scale up his restaurant chain to a national level. Doug 得到投资者的资金，可以帮助他扩大餐厅连锁展店到全国。第二 scale back 表示缩小减少，我们可以说 The restaurant is scaling back on the number of employees they hire. 那家餐厅正在缩减他们聘请的员工人数。第三 tip the scales T-I-P tip the scales 表示扭转局势， scales 在此当名词，指天平秤。例如 This car has more features than the other one I was looking at, and that tipped the scales when I made my decision. 这辆车的功能比我先前看的那辆多，这扭转了我的决定。
Okay, so here it says Dua Lipa was born in London, where her parents settled after emigrating from war-torn Kosovo. Okay, so you may have heard about Kosovo. It's actually an autonomous province of Serbia, but there was a war there a long time ago because there was ethnic cleansing going on involving the majority population of Albanians in Kosovo. But things are peaceful there now. But in any case, at the time, her parents decided to come to London and live there. Instead, they emigrated from Kosovo to England. So here we've got emigrate, and that basically refers to where she came from. So she emigrated from Kosovo, and she immigrated, with an I there, immigrated to England. And that's what her parents did in any case. So after they emigrated from Kosovo to London, she was born there. And war-torn here just means it's a place where a lot of war is going on. The country is torn by war.
There's a lot of strife, a lot of war, so you probably don't want to live there, so you leave. Now, she, Dua Lipa, grew up around music, listening to her father, the lead singer in a Kosovar rock band, play songs. So she grew up around music. From an early age, she heard music. And it wasn't just music coming out of a stereo. Someone wasn't playing CDs for her, or maybe they weren't just playing cassettes for her or something like that. She actually got to hear her father make music himself because he was the lead singer in a Kosovar rock band. She got to watch this guy and listen to this guy play songs and to sing and stuff like that. So from an early age, she grew up around music. That's what we're talking about here. Music, from the very beginning, was a very big part of her life.
So, of course, she got to hear him play. And at the age of 11, Lipa and her family moved back to Kosovo, a place she adored. So at that point, the war was over and it was probably safe to move back to Kosovo. They adored Albania, even though England's a great place. They were probably really getting into the scones there in London and taking the tube and stuff like that. But they probably got sick of the cloudy weather there in London and thought, hey, let's go back to Kosovo there because it is a pretty cool place. We just adore that place. If you adore something, you just really, really love it.
There you go. Adore is a stronger word than love even. Oh, I adore you. That means you really, really love that person. You cherish them. They're extremely important to you. Anyways, she adored Kosovo as well. She loved being there. But fate would have it that she would enter the music industry and she'd have to go back to London to pursue her dreams. Yeah, it says, but her musical ambitions drew her back to London a few years later. So she loved Kosovo, but she had to leave it because she wanted to be a musician. If you want to follow your dreams, sometimes you do have to move. You have to move to a place like Los Angeles, New York, or maybe even London.
Yeah, of course, lots of people got their start in London, like Adele, for example. If you want to be famous in the rock world, yeah, you've got to go to a place like London or to LA or wherever. So as she said here, I wanted to do music on a global scale, and I didn't feel like I could do that in Kosovo. Sure, she could probably get lots of money in Kosovo there playing concerts for the local people, but hey, if you want to go global, if you want to have a global audience, then you've got to go to London. And in this particular case, we're talking about music on a global scale. In other words, music that is up to the standard of all countries in the world. So basically, she could be famous in Europe, in North America, in Japan, wherever.
There you go. If you want to really hit the big time, if you want to do music or be famous on a global scale, you're going to need to go to a global city, and London just happens to be a global city. And yes, Dua Lipa, even from a young age, knew exactly what she wanted to do and how to pursue her dream. Anyways, alone in London at the age of 15, Lipa attended a performing arts school and worked part-time as a waitress, determined to get her music heard. By the way, you heard that right. She was alone in London at the age of 15. She was all alone there. Boy, is she ever brave.
So yeah, if you want to be successful in music, you need to go to a special school. It was for performing arts, which could include not just music, but also dance or drama or whatever, any kind of thing where you're going to perform in front of an audience. But she had to support herself, so she got a job as a waitress, taking orders for food at restaurants. But that was part-time. She was not full-time. She was part-time there because she went to school, I guess, during the day and waited tables at night.
There you go. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. When we come back, we'll wrap up the first part of our article on Dua Lipa.
Eventually, she obtained a record deal, but her music wasn't an instant success. After her first single, New Love, came out in 2015, it took 2 years for her first album to be released. In 2017, she also dropped her music video for New Rules. The song's memorable chorus and the video's artistic choreography made Lipa's sixth single a hit.
"第三部分我们看到形容词 artistic 指艺术的，有艺术天赋的。例如 The artistic bowl is meant to be looked at, not to be used as a soup bowl. 这个充满艺术感的碗是欣赏用的，不是拿来当汤碗的。或是 Sandy is an artistic girl who wants to study painting in college. Sandy 是个有艺术天分的女孩，她大学想念绘画。最后我们看到单字 choreography 这个字是名词，指舞蹈编排、设计。例如 I'm impressed by the choreography in this musical. 我对这部音乐剧里的舞蹈编排感到印象深刻。
Okay, so she was working as a waitress part-time in London there, and she was also going to a performing arts school, and eventually she obtained a record deal. So she was working hard, and somebody heard her somewhere and thought, hey, she's pretty good. We need to record her. So she got a record deal. She obtained this deal. It was kind of a contract that said, okay, you come into our studio and make an album, and we'll pay you so much money, and then we can do whatever we want with the recording. So yeah, she signed a record deal. She obtained it. If you obtain something, you manage to get it, especially if it's something that is difficult to get. Like, for example, when I was younger, I had some financial difficulties, so the bank obtained the mortgage to my home.
That's too bad. You lost your home. So sad. But you know what? Things are looking up for Dua Lipa. Her music wasn't an instant success, but she did get or obtain a record deal. And this is not an easy thing to do, okay? Getting a record deal is kind of a big deal. A lot of people want to sing and perform and get record deals. The competition is fierce. Now, after her first single, New Love, came out in 2015, it took 2 years for her first album to be released. So there was a single, and that came out in 2015. Then it took 2 years for the album to come out. What gives?
Interesting. Usually the album comes out when the hit comes out because they want to sell the album together with the hit single. Yeah, so she had this first hit single called New Love, but 2 years after that, her album was released. It came on the market, and in 2017, about 3 years ago, she also dropped her music video for New Rules. Now, here we've got the word drop. For example, sometimes when I'm taking a shower, I drop the soap because it's so slippery. You just lose your grip on it and it falls to the floor. But in this particular case, if you drop something or you drop a music video, you release it onto the market, and usually that means it's probably going to be successful and people have been waiting for it for a long time.
I have heard this particular song, New Rules. I've actually seen the music video as well. Check it out. It's pretty cool. Now, the song's memorable chorus, yeah, you won't forget it. Once it's in your head, you won't forget it. The song's memorable chorus and the video's artistic choreography made Lipa's 6th single a hit. Now, we've got a lot to talk about in this sentence. Let's talk about the word memorable to begin with. If something is memorable, it stays with you. You see that thing, you hear that thing, and it makes an impression. You remember that thing. It stays in your memory. It is memorable. And yes, the chorus to this song is quite memorable. Once you hear it, you'll never forget it. By the way, here, when we're talking about a chorus, we're not talking about a group of people singing together in a church. No, here the chorus of a song is that part of the song that gets repeated over and over again, let's say, or which is repeated periodically.
Exactly. They sing a verse or something with different lyrics, and then they come back to the chorus. It's the part of the song that is repeated, and it's usually the catchy part of the song, so that's why it's memorable, because it is so catchy. You just can't get it out of your head. You're going to remember it for a long time. And the video also had some artistic choreography. You've got to have a video that is attractive, and in this particular case, it was very creative. It was very artistic, which means having to do with art. So yes, you might know somebody who's good at drawing. You could say, oh, you're quite artistic. Have you ever thought of being an artist? But of course, being artistic doesn't just involve painting and drawing. It can involve anything that is creative, including dance. And so in this video, of course, they had some great choreography, which basically refers to how everything is arranged on stage and how people dance together.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't worry, don't fret. The Chinese teacher is waiting in the wings.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第二部分提到说 Dua Lipa 她出生于伦敦，那她在11岁的时候和家人搬回科索沃。课文用到 a place she adored 来补充说明科索沃是一个她深爱的地方。那这边它是用到动词 adore 来表达热爱、爱慕。我们来学它的字首字根。好 adore 它的字首 ad 表示朝向，ore 有诉说、期盼的意思。同学们可以试着想，当你在对某个人表达爱慕，跟对方说你有多么崇拜他、多么爱慕他，这样应该不难联想到 adore 它有热爱、崇拜的意思。那么接着我们在 adore 后面加上 able，able 表示可怎么样、能怎么样的，那合在一起就会变形容词 adorable。当某人或某事物是可能会让你产生爱慕、让你热爱的，那就表示它是可爱的、讨人喜欢的，所以 adorable 就有这样的意思咯。好，那么课文写到说，几年后这个 Dua Lipa 他对音乐的企图心驱使他回到武伦敦来追求自己的梦想。那终于他得到一份唱片合约，可是他的音乐没有立刻获得成功。好，课文里面是用到单字 obtain 来表达获得、取得。我们也来学它的字首字根。好 ，T-A-I-N 这个字根呢，它有 hold或者是 keep 的意思，就是表达说保留、持有或是维持。那么在 obtain 这个字当中，它的字首 ob 是用来强调语气。那么 TAIN 表示持有，合在一起 obtain 是指取得、获得。好，顺便补充其他有相同字根的单字。第一个sustain， 好，它的字首 sus 是表达在什么下方。T-A-I-N 表示维持。同学们可以试着想，在下方维持着、支撑着，就好像是当作后盾一样，所以 sustain 这个字就有供养、维持、支持或是支撑的意思。第二个补充的是 retain，R-E-T-A-I-N， 好，它的字首 R-E 表示 back 往回，字根 T-A-I-N 它表示 hold 保留，合在一起 hold back 应该很容易想到 retain 它有这种保留、保存的意思。好，第三个补充的是 detain， D-E-T-A-I-N， 它的字首 D-E 表示离开。那么 T-A-I-N 表示保留，我们把要离开的人事物把它强留下来、保留下来，应该可以联想到 detain 它有拘留、扣押的意思。好，第四个要补充的是 maintain， 它的字首 M-A-I-N 是手的意思。Tain 是维持，同学们试着想，用手来做这种维持保养的工作，那么 maintain 当动词就可以指保养维修咯，那它也有维持保持的意思。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天单字吧。
Adore. It's obvious that Lily adores her husband. She's always talking about him. Obtain. You should try to obtain a copy of that book. I think you will enjoy it. Memorable. The couple had a very memorable honeymoon in Paris. Chorus. A solo singer sang the verses, and the choir joined in for the chorus. Artistic. Greta is very artistic. She can draw almost anything.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.